Good evening and welcome to another edition of HGP Sport. For today, I'm Jaden Samuels. Thanks for joining us. Football news. This year's Liall football tournament kicks off this Saturday at the Ministry of Education ground with $400,000 up for the winning team. Kickoff time is 19 hours and will be done by Director General of the Ministry of the Presidency, Joseph Harmon. The details in this report.
The new GPC-sponsored Liall football tournament featuring 12 of Guyana's prominent teams kicks off at the weekend with Dynamics Football Club taking on Police B at 19 hours, and at 21 hours, Santos under 20 is set to go head-to-head with Black Pearl. Petra's organization, Troy Mendonza, explains how the tournament will be run.
So we have 8 Georgetown teams, 2 from East Coast, 1 from West Dem, and 1 from East Bank that going to be participating in the 12-team tournament, round robin knockout basis. As the usual thing, we have 3 groups of 4. They play each other in each group, and the first and second from each group, along with the best 2 third-place team, will advance to quarterfinal stage.
Matches will continue on September 3 with Mahaika Determinators taking on Pile in the opening game, while Beacons will play Podroin from the west side. Meantime, speaking on behalf of the new GPC company, Secretary Zulfikar Ali said his company is pleased with what they have seen over the years and thus is pleased to continue the support of sports locally.
We pay a lot of emphasis on sports in Guyana, and football is one of the sports that we see have a lot of opportunity and a lot of room for growth. We hope that one day when our national team will be able to qualify for the World Cup and hopefully win that World Cup someday, that we would have played a part in the early development stages to groom our young footballers, to raise their standards, to play in a tournament that will give them experience and confidence to go further.
The winner will cart off $400,000, second place finisher $200,000, third place $100,000, and fourth place $50,000. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport.
More football news. History has been created as FIFA partners with the Guyana Football Federation to outfit 20 indigenous teams. The details in this report.
With the aim of enhancing the level of play on and off the field among indigenous teams, World Governing Body for Football, FIFA, recently partnered with the Guyana Football Federation to outfit 20 local teams. Those teams benefiting are currently participating in the annual North Pacaraimos football tournament being played at the Kamana Blue Lions Sports Ground in the village of Kamana, Region 8. This all became reality following a visit to Guyana by Veron Mosengo Umba, Director of Member Associations and Development for Africa and the Caribbean, in 2018. He experienced firsthand what it takes for these indigenous teams to travel to and fro and their love for the game. Following discussions with GFF President Wayne Ford and his interaction with the indigenous people, Mosengo Umba submitted a report to FIFA which resulted in uniforms and other equipment being made available to the 20 local teams. Also part of the package was an introductory coaches course as well as referees training. FIFA coaching instructor Mr. Lenny Lake, who made a trip to Kamana Region 8, presented the equipment to the teams and was the facilitator for the coaches training. He expressed amazement in experiencing the interior locations of Guyana, noting that the players and people have an unrivaled passion for living the game despite obvious challenges. The experienced coach and former St. Kitts and Nevis national player also said that he was knocked off his feet in seeing the beauty the other areas of Guyana has to offer, which he never knew existed. Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport.
Turning our attention to some cricket news, the Golden Grove Cricket Club has completed its second cricket academy, which had seen 74 participants. The details in this report.
The academy, in its second year, sought to educate the youngsters on the basics of cricket while teaching the importance of balancing the sport with their academics. The first academy has seen several players already taking up roles in the senior team. Some of the future players also shared what they have learned over the past week.
One day, I was watching cricket on television and I said I would like to be just like how admire wanted to be. So one day I was in my yard, so Ollie gave me the courage to come here to train and be a part of his academy so I could be a better somebody. So he learned me how to bat, bowl and field and how I length of a cricket pitch and knowledge and discipline.
I learned at the academy how to catch a ball properly, how to hold it, how to feel, and the rules of the game. And I learned how to catch a ball, and I learned to get more discipline.
I learned at the academy how to catch a ball, bat, and stay away from drugs, and don't drink alcohol, and stay away from crime.
Addressing the young cricketers who all received certificates, President of the Guyana Cricket Board, Liall Singh, charged them to adapt the kind of attitude that would bring about positive changes locally.
It is your hands what will make the difference. And so, remember that carefully. You could make this whole world a better place. It's up to you. You're not passing through, you're part of the world, although you're passing through. And so when you leave, if Nelson Mandela and Barack Obama and Ban Ki-moon and some of our very own here in Guyana also, if they did not get up and stand up for right things, do good, nobody would not know them. And so we live by those examples only to better it.
Jaden Samuels, HGP Sport.
Archery Guyana was well represented at the double 720 qualification in Baltimore, Canada. Samuel Gillis has the details.
Two Archery Guyana members, Wayne Diabru and Devin Passad, participated in the World Archery Approved Tournament double 720 qualification in Baltimore, Canada. Under clear skies, the two Guyanese started the day with a half hour of practice time to set in their recurve bows. Then started by shooting 72 arrows and scoring the first 720 points during the morning session. This resulted in Diabru scoring a 626 score and Passad with 620. After a break, the afternoon session commenced with the other 72, and that concluded the second 720 round, after which Diabru secured 603 and Passad emerged with a 644, thereby elevating his ranking. Devin Passad is currently ranked 9th in Canada after the top 5 scores are recorded, and Wayne Diabru is ranked 17th. Current plans and training are ongoing to ensure the duo continues to shoot in the upcoming tournaments to continually better their scores and raise the ranking and ultimately the level of archery. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
And finally in sport this evening, Sri Lankan mystery spinner Ajanta Mendes retires, but Christopher Gale is playing until further notice. Here again is Samuel Gillis.
Sri Lanka's Ajanta Mendes, who burst onto the scene as world cricket's mystery spinner a decade ago, has announced his retirement from all formats of the game at the age of 34. The announcement was made by the International Cricket Council midweek. Mendes made his debut against West Indies in a one-day in April 2008, but it was his remarkable haul of 6 for 13 against India in the Asia Cup final 3 months that turned heads around the world. He last played international cricket in 2015 in a one-day against New Zealand in Christchurch. He finished with 70 wickets in 19 tests, 152 in 87 ODIs, and 66 in 39 T20 international matches. Though Mendes has announced his retirement at 34, West Indies' Chris Gayle at 39 said he is not ready to leave the game. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
That concludes our cast for this evening. I'm Jaden Samuels, reminding you, as always, say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.